I hate always having to do this, always gotta be Mr. Negative, but come on. We all saw the trailer for Liberty Falls. What the fuck was that? You know what it looked like? It looks like they went into the Unity asset store and bought some generic building set for $9.99 and slapped it together. There you go, 4 years and $200 million in budget. There's just no soul. There's no creativity. There's no art direction. They clearly didn't sit down working on concept art to make sure every angle of the map looks interesting and cinematic. You could make the map nighttime and it's still gonna look bland because it looks like Warzone assets rearranged and zombies thrown on top of it, which is most likely exactly what it is. Terminus looks better. It's at least in the ballpark. They finally brought back volumetric lighting to give off some atmosphere, which is Black Ops 3's signature look. But let's be honest, if Blundell is still in charge, then Terminus doesn't make the cut. It's trending in the right direction, not quite there. The art team at Treyarch just isn't it. They don't factor in art design and art direction when they make these maps. It's very clear. There's no artistic aesthetic to any of these maps since Cold War. And I don't like talking bad about people just doing their job, but you are part of a billion-dollar business and the biggest FPS franchise in the world. You should be the best of the best. Black Ops 6 has the longest dev cycle of any Call of Duty in history. The fuck were they doing? Jacking off? Let's put it into perspective. The original zombie map in World at War was made by a couple underpaid developers on their fucking lunch break, and Nocturne and Toten shits all over Liberty Falls in terms of atmosphere. That shouldn't happen. I refuse to believe that Treyarch doesn't have one single guy in the office that can come up with an interesting location for a zombie map. At this point, after so many bland and basic Warzone looking zombie maps, it has to be coming from the top. Activision knows Warzone is the real moneymaker, so nothing else is allowed to stray too far from it in how it looks. That's the only conclusion that makes sense. The team is handcuffed and not allowed creative freedom. And it's a shame because the game does look solid. I'm sure I'll enjoy it on Game Pass. And Terminus should be pretty good, but Treyarch set our expectations so high and hit them game after game, so fair enough I'm gonna feel disappointed knowing they just can't pull off that aesthetic anymore. Oh, and one last thing to really hammer home just how slapped together and lack of direction there is. Do you notice anything about this picture? Almost every single perk machine is just put in the corner of a room at an angle. Now you're saying, Jesus fucking Christ, could you nitpick any harder? But here's the thing. Think of all the classic zombie maps. The perk machines are sat in places that blend into the map and are designed to be tough to get the perk and then get out of there alive. This looks like they never factored in that they were making a fucking zombie map. They just threw them in at an angle in the corner of a room. They don't even look like they belong there.